Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another week of English Language Arts class here at Seaport Academy. I'm going to try to make this kind of short and sweet so you can just get the info you need and keep it moving for the day. Because otherwise, I'm going to go on and on. This is a quick recap of what took place here on Monday. Just in general, more info, or if you didn't make it to the Zoom meetings. I just want to shout out everybody who's been doing an excellent job. We had some really, really interesting Zoom sessions today, so I just want to keep it going. So the main thing going on this week, it's called the Let Your Voice Be Heard assignment. Your main goal is students will develop and organize a 5-sentence paragraph about a change you would like to make to the world. If you could create or change a law, what would it be and why? You will create an outline of a paragraph, and eventually you will create an edited paragraph for your final product. A lot of you guys have been just doing so great, turning in a ton of work. This week I want to challenge you to do your best work possible. I want to be really thorough in our approach, really take our time through the whole writing process. My hope is that you'll do the outline today, and then in class on Wednesday, I can help you with editing, and you'll have the rest of the week to make your final product. The first thing you'll see we did in class today, and it's also on Google Classroom, is a Padlet for this assignment. Again, the writing prompt. If you could create or change any law, what would it be? The election's coming up. There's a lot of things happening in our world, and I just want to start really talking about a lot of the heavy topics, a lot of interesting things. You guys are the future. You're going to be the ones making the changes. If you don't like something, you have the voice to change it. If you get enough people behind you to support, believe it or not, these things can happen. So before you even do the outline, click on the Padlet, check it out, and share some of your thoughts as you see some of your classmates have. I did just like a real lighthearted example, because first I said there should be no traffic lights. Like some people say, no police. But I'm like, I'm going to challenge you students. If you do something like that broad, always then hone in on your topic. So if you start something broad, I'm going to challenge you to then add detail. Okay, but what's your alternative plan? What steps will be taken to make it work? Really work at it. Like I said, not only the content, the organization, everything about it. I'm going to keep pushing you to make it the best that you can. So I first said no traffic lights, but then I eventually came to the traffic light override law. I'd like to protect drivers who are on the road early in the morning, and you get a nitpick ticket because the light turned red right after. You didn't come to a complete full stop. I think drivers should have a bit more freedom to gauge the level of safety and appropriateness for a sign or a light in regards to the context of the situation. So that was my kind of example. I'm going to write mine up as well to show you guys. We have different topics here. Nothing's off limits, but you do then going to have to really back it up. So number 1 is the Padlet. Number 2, you'll click on the outline assignment. Please read your directions, take your time. And then what I mean by an outline is simply this. Just answer the questions in the space right below. This does not have to be complete sentences. It's just the outline portion of it. So like, what law are you creating or changing? 3 details about it. You try to come up with a hook to get your reader's attention. And then a conclusion sentence to wrap it up. I'll help you with all of that. Really think you guys will do a great job on this. So that's the 2 big things to start the week. The independent assignment that's going to get dropped on Wednesday, I had introduced the comic book, It's a Bird, which was inspired by recent events that happened in Central Park, New York City. I tried to gauge you guys' interest on it. It seemed somewhat, so I didn't make it the focal point of this week's lessons, but I'm still going to put it there. It's really going to be an interesting read. and I will give you a bunch of different options of how to respond to that. And again, everyone's going to be somewhat at your own pace. If it sounds like a lot, it's touch and go here. So if it seems like too much, don't worry. Take it one thing at a time. But some of you guys, it might not be even enough. So I'm really going to challenge you and keep an eye on how we're doing for pacing, because I also have some other things on the docket as well. I have this more support for helping with a paragraph. It's a short video with questions embedded into it. You know, we took a look at some political events happening in terms of outside party candidates, in terms of questions on the ballot in mass other than just candidates. So really meshing all of these types of things all together in the lens of our English language arts class. So those may or may not also be added on. So a quick recap. Number 1 is check out the Padlet, make a post. Number 2, do your outline. And then we'll edit in class on Wednesday, and then you can go and make the full paragraph. And you'll also have your independent reading there as well. So again, I got to shout out you guys once again. Did really great job. Really appreciate it. So please keep it up. Contact me with any questions. All right, and have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.